Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will learn about data pump basic things. What is data pump and how we are working on it. First of all, we are going through some basic questions like interview questions. So let's start. What is data pump in Oracle? Data pump is a high speed data movement utility. We can use with the tool name utility expdp for export, impdp for import purpose. It is the server-side processing for better performance. Basically, Datapump is a utility to take a logical backup of the Oracle database. You can also take logical backup of any schema in present in the database. You can also take full logical backup of the database, and also you can take one specific table of the Oracle database. And you can also take metadata like create table structures, structure only backup. You can also take with the help of EXPDP utility. What is the difference between EXPDP and EXP? Actually, EXPDP is the latest one. We called it Export Data Pump Utility. It is much faster and support parallelism. EXP is used in older versions. Now it is depreciated in latest version. So we are only having option of taking backup with EXPDP. So XBTP support advanced features like remap and compression. We can also remap and compression, and there are some more function. We can also estimate the size of our dump file and how much time we will take to take the backup. This thing we can also estimate with the help of EXPDP. And if our session is stopped, we can again attach and detach the EXPDP. So it is more convenient than EXP. What is parallel parameter? In EXPDP, we have to mention uh, parallel equal to 4 and parallel equal to 6. It is depend on the your CPU count, how much your Oracle server have CPU count. On that basis, we will define the parallel. We are running EXPDP with parallel to improve the performance of our dump file and improve the and save our time. In this there are some basic must requirement is %u. When we are mentioning EXPDP, dump file equal to its name underscore %u. It is the mandatory we have to add in this when we are using parallel option for taking the backup. This is the example of EXPDP with parallel. Uh, EXPDP, this is our username and password, and this is our directory dp underscore dir, and this is our dump file. In this, we are taking the backup of schema equal to hr, and we are using parallel equal to 4 options. If we are not using parallel equal to 4, then we don't need to specify %u. If we are using parallel equal to 4, and then we must have to specify %u. If we don't specify %u in this dump file name, then it will only take one process. It will not use parallel processes. So there is no use of mentioning parallel then. So it is a must. What is directory object? Directory object basically it is a logical path in database pointing to OS directory. It is used by data pump where the data pump is taking the backup and keeping his dump file. For that purpose, we are using directory object. Create this is the example of creating the directory object. First of all, we have to create the OS directory at OS level. We need to create a directory slash backup in this example. Then we log in with SQL Plus in our database, which is user, and create directory. And then we have to assign the permission which user want to use this directory to that user. Create directory underscore directory as slash backup. Slash backup is the OS directory name. And grant read write on directory dp underscore directory to our HR user. What is dump file? File which is exported data is stored. In which the data is stored, that is called in simple language, in which the data is stored, that is called our dump file. And for using parallel option, we can specify %u for creating multiple files while using expdp. What is log file? Log file basically it stored logs of export and import process, and it is basically useful for debugging and also tell us uh, on later basis it help us for debugging purpose, and it help us to identify which schema and user present in our dump file. So it is also important. What is schema parameter? Schema parameter, which suppose I want to take a backup of particular schema, suppose HR schema. So then when I am going to use expdp backup, then I only specify schema equal to HR. Then it will only take the backup of that schema. If suppose I have export expdp backup of full database, and I only want to import the HR schema from that backup, then I will use impdp from that dump file equal to that full backup, and mention that schema equal to HR. Then it will only import the schema of HR from that full dump backup. What is tables parameter? Export specific tables, and tables, when we use tables equal to hr.employee, it will only export the data of hr.employee table. It will skip all other things in expdp. And similarly thing happen in impdp. If I have full schema backup present in our dump file, and only want to import table hr.employee, then I will mention this in impdp command. What is query parameter? Query parameter, basically I want to filter out some rows from a table. I don't want complete tables, so I can use where clause in expdp by using query equal to table name semicolon and then double quote where department id equal to 10. What is remap schema? If I want to use to import into a different schema, suppose I am taking the backup of HR, and I want when I want to import this database HR schema into a new name, so HR underscore new, then I can use remap underscore schema in our impdp command. What is remap table space? Suppose I am taking the backup of table space users, and when I am going to import it, then I want to change the name of that. So I can use this parameter remap underscore table space equal to users, and it will move to data. Suppose I have two pluggable database. One is having users table space and one is having data table space. When I am taking the backup of expdp from for the table space user, and when I going to import, then I import into the data table space, then we have to use this remap underscore table space. What is full parameter? Full parameter is used to take the full database backup. It includes all the schemas present in the database, present in Oracle database. What is content parameter? Content parameter, basically we want to control if I want to take only data. If I want to take metadata means structure only backup, which having only TTL commands, create data, create table name, create index, this kind of things present in our metadata. If I want to take only data only backup, then I have to mention content equal to data only. If I want to take only structure backup, then I have to use this parameter content equal to metadata only. And content equal to all is the default one, which will take both. What is include and exclude in Datapump? Include and exclude parameters are used to include any particular table. If I want to export any backup or import any backup, then I can also exclude that table from the import process. If I am using impdp and I want to exclude that table in during the process of import, then I will mention exclude statement. Then I will use excludes parameter in our impdp command. What is compression? Compression is to reduce the term size. Compression equal to all means compression for the all the data. You have to do compression. Apply the compression on all the data. What is network link? In network link, we are import and export over DB link. Basically, in network link, if I want to take a backup of the data pump dump file to any network location, then for that purpose we have to use DB link purpose. And also we can also use import and export. There is one latest in Oracle data pump. We also use export import utility through the DB link without creating the dump files. For that purpose also we can use network link. What is flashback time? It when I want to take a consistent backup, suppose my database is in running condition and I am having OLTP. I am having OLTP database and my orders are coming and my uh, customers are ordering, keep on ordering while I am using the EXPDP backup. When I am taking the EXPDP backup with flashback underscore time, then it will only take the time up to that specific time zone. It will not going to further take the backup of the all the tables. If suppose in EXPDP it goes one by one table, it will take one table backup at a one time, and after second table then we have to specify the flashback underscore time so that while importing we sometimes we face constant errors like foreign key errors that our foreign key data is not matching and foreign due to foreign key and import is failed. For avoid this purpose and for specific for take the backup up to a specific time, we can use flashback underscore time. It is better to use flashback underscore time when you are taking the production database backup to import in QA to avoid the chances of errors while importing process. What is file size? It is the file size. You can split the file size of a dump file. If you mention file size equal to 1 GB, then it will take file size create the file size dump file size of 1 GB, and then it will split create another. What is a reuse dump file? We can also overwrite existing dump files by using this reuse underscore dump file. Otherwise, it will throw that the dump file is already present in the existing directory. How to monitor jobs? We can also monitor the jobs by using this command select star from db underscore data pump underscore jobs. How to stop job? We can use control C and then to stop the job. How to attach the job? Suppose my session is lost and my EXPDP, my terminal is closed and I am running EXPDP backup. And then if I want to reattach I am open new terminal and I want to reattach that job. So firstly, I am check the name from the select star from DBA data pump underscore job utility, and I am getting the name that this job is running. Then I will open the new terminal and fire this command expdp attach equal to job name. Then this job will automatically attach to the my session, new session. Common errors in data pump. Directory not found. Suppose if I am not able to create directory in our SQL or in our database, so it will give me error directory not found. Permission issues, wrong parameters. I mentioned something wrong in the parameter. Disk space issues. Suppose the backup is running and my disk space is full. This kind of issue we are facing in data pump. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you.